What is going on, guys? It is Joe, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Breakfast Club. For those of you that are new to the channel, don't know what The Breakfast Club is, this is basically a series on my channel in which I superset between full day of eating vlogs and mini Q&As that I go through in the comments left on my videos or DM me on Instagram at Joseph_Garcia17. More importantly, leave your questions there, but also follow me there. All The Breakfast Club because I basically sit here, eat breakfast while you guys eat breakfast as well, or lunch or dinner, doesn't matter, and I answer some of your guys' questions. I usually do have some sort of French toast or pancakes for breakfast, but for today we're having a playbook out of the Power 13 cookbook. This is the egg white grilled cheese by Jonni Shreve'S. I think he actually has this recipe on his channel, so I will link that in the description down below. Having two egg white grilled cheese sandwiches right here. Pretty simple. Egg whites within a grilled cheese. I mean, who would have thought, right? Just went ahead and tried that egg white grilled cheese sandwich raw. One of my favorite recipes out of the Power 13 cookbook. It's simple, it's easy, and who doesn't love a grilled cheese? Gonna be adding some ketchup here on the side to give it a little dunkarooski. Are you guys ketchup and grilled cheese kind of people? Is that weird? I don't know. Some people think it's weird. Some people enjoy it. Personally, I love it. Now, call me a f***ing weirdo, okay? As a kid, what I used to do with my grilled cheese sandwiches is I would actually eat them with syrup. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but the sweet and the savory about it, it's just good. Check this out. Take a little bit of sugar-free syrup. Pour all over the top right there, and oh yeah, that's bringing back some childhood memories right there. So if you don't like ketchup, give the sugar-free syrup a shot on your grilled cheese. I promise you, it is delicious. Of course, if you don't like, egg whites, whatever, you can just make a regular grilled cheese, but try and use obviously the fat-free or the low-fat cheese, and then regular just white bread and light butter if you use butter to basically grill your cheese. How about just choosing the lower calorie options, people? I mean, look at that right there. What are you guys eating for breakfast today? Leave in the comments down below. Kind of curious. Alrighty, those grilled cheeses were absolutely amazing. Now let's get right into some questions. First question is from Brittany Hall. Question for your next Breaky Club. I think it's short for Breakfast Club, but we'll go with it. Are you self-coached? If so, will you always prep this way? So yes, I actually am self-coached. Basically everything that I've learned throughout the entire years as far as like training, supplementation, nutrition, all that stuff has kind of accumulated into this series that I've been doing, which is like my prep series. When it comes to like actually like managing my nutrition, my training, my supplementation, all of it is done through me. Usually people might go out and they'll hire a coach, whether it be online or in person, or a nutritionist to kind of handle and teach them, nutrition, training, diet, all that stuff. So for me personally, I think I know enough about training, nutrition, diet. Do I know everything? No, but I know the basics to make myself better at the end of the day. So whether it's in season or off season, I do have a structure, I do have a plan that I like to follow, and I come up with my own plan for myself. I don't really think I need a coach. I mean, I know what to do, and at the end of the day, a coach really kind of teaches a client what they know, puts them kind of in the box of what's made them successful, trying to help and make other people successful as well. Now, does everything that I do work for the other person that I coach? Definitely not, but the basis and the fundamentals of what I do does. When it comes to training every muscle group twice per week, 10 to 20 hard sets, time under tension, staying safe in the gym and preventing injury, that can be applied to everyone. Whether it's someone's goal to gain weight or lose weight, being either the calorie surplus or being in the calorie deficit, or if they want to main gain, it's just eating that calorie maintenance, making sure they're having a well-balanced diet between protein, carbs, fats, fruits, vegetables, plenty of micronutrients on a day-to-day basis. Separates, me from other people is just the specifics that lie within those categories. Yeah, as far as being self-coached, yes, I am my own coach. I did go out and get like a posing coach because that is something that I was completely uneducated on, and I didn't want to, look that up on YouTube. I wanted someone there to teach me and show me how to pose. So as far as like posing, yeah, that was something that I did get a coach for, but the main meat and potatoes of my prep and my off season is all coached by myself. And if so, will you always prep this way? The answer is yes, I will always prep this way. Now, in a nutshell, my prep was really based off of calories in versus calories out and having plenty of protein. But like the types of foods, could they change from, one season to the next? Absolutely. I may wake up one day and actually just start not liking French toast, or maybe go on a complete pancake kicker and have pancakes, or maybe try waffles, or whatever the case is, So as far as the actual types of foods, those might change, from one season to the next. I might find a new recipe that I love and enjoy, and I might eat that. The foundation of what I preach and what I try and advocate for is people to eat the foods that they enjoy. Personally, I do not like the whole chicken, rice, and broccoli diet, or just this basic same boring ass meals throughout the entire day. I love variety in my meal plan, and I try and give myself that throughout my entire prep. So yeah, the fundamentals as far as like my prep, I am my own coach. I will always prep myself the same way. I wouldn't even change anything, even how I peaked for the entire show. Every year that if I were to go compete, I would just try and bring a better package than last year and just try and make improvements over the years. Okay, next question is actually submitted to me on Instagram. Breakfast Club question. What are your thoughts on fitness watches, trackers, and using them to also track calories burned? So when it comes to any type of like fitness watch, right? So for example, today on this Apple Watch, it says that I burned 213 calories. If you use a treadmill, an elliptical, a bike, that gives some sort of estimate on your overall calories burned. I think most of them out there actually measure your overall heart rate. Not many of them actually measure the watts. So like watts and effort, like power, that's I think more accurate when it comes to tracking your overall calories. Now, when it comes to like the watches and the trackers and everything like that, although from tracker to tracker there are going to be some type of inconsistencies, are they 100% accurate? Absolutely not. But I think there is some sort of like consistency that comes with inconsistency. At the end of the day, if your goal is to, again, lose or gain weight, it's just calories in versus calories out. And if you're basing all of your information on calories in versus calories out on something that's inconsistent, eventually the consistency of using the inconsistent allows you to find something that is consistent. Does that kind of make sense? Like if I'm always using the same Apple Watch and it's always telling me during my hour-long cardio session that I, for example, burn 600 calories, right? I'm eating a certain way, and I all of a sudden notice that I'm not losing weight if my goal is to lose weight. Well, then I use the same piece of equipment to track my calories burned, and I just aim to burn more calories on this thing, which eventually leads to a calorie deficit. Then that's when it becomes kind of useful. So I don't think that they're always 100% accurate, but do they give like a kind of a rough estimate, a good gauge to know, am I burning an adequate amount of calories on a daily basis? Yeah, I think they can be useful for a lot of people out there. It's no different with even tracking your calories. If you use the same thing over and over again, even if it's not 100% accurate, the consistency of using something that's inconsistent eventually becomes consistent. That is my kind of overall opinion on like the actual calorie burning trackers. Although they are inaccurate, the consistency of using it can give you information to make adjustments according to your overall goals. I will say though that I think there is a pretty big discrepancy of when I'm actually like weightlifting to the amount of calories I burn to how many calories I actually burn. Because there are multiple people out there that have done like several tests on like how many calories you actually burn during weightlifting. It's actually not that much. So like if I go into a leg day and I see that I burn like 1,000 calories in like an hour, that to me is actually pretty inaccurate. But again, if you're using that, you're consistently seeing that you're burning all these calories, but it's not translating to weight loss, well then you need to either eat less or do more and just put yourself in a calorie deficit. I hope that kind of answered your question. I know it got a little confusing there with the consistency, the inconsistency, that it just, they can be beneficial. Wrapping the video up here, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below or message them to me on Instagram at Joseph_Garcia17. Make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you guys are new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.